Glad to have you along from Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the West Virginia head coach before the game. Big storyline for this team here today is their running back chasing history. He has been so productive all season, and today, a chance to break the school record for single-season rush yards. He is heavily involved in the game plan, and I expect them here in the opening drive to get him the ball, get him some juice so he can run into history today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mountaineers offense will have the football first. Cam Cook, what a game he had last time out. More than 200 yards and a score. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The option look. Rides the option, he keeps it. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now on the option. Quarterback keep. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run the option. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because
maybe a crease. And he's brought down, and he just about took it all the way. How about the timing on the pitch from this quarterback on the option?
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Powers through the defender. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him in some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I think the offense was hoping the defense would be expecting inside runs, so they toss it trying to use the speed to get to the outside, but the defense didn't bite. They were there to make a negative play and now set up 4th down.
The pitch. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Goes to the option. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8.
Man, this offense is feeling itself, right? Drive the ball right down the field, opening drive, forget kicking an extra point, just going to go for 2. Looks like an aggressive game plan for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Utah's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. He may have a matchup on the outside he can really take advantage of. A lot of teams have attacked this corner. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. On target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeps it on the option. Oh, what a move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Parker. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get the first through the air. He makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. The Utes with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Bray. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Utes have taken it inside the 20. Motion from the wideout. Handoff for Parker. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Makes the grab and room to run. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the option. The option, he'll keep it. There he goes. Got enough for the first. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the option, he'll keep it himself. Could be an alley. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Runs through the tackle. It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. He'll toss it. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Great job by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Gets the back moving. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a two-point conversion after the long touchdown run.
On that two-point play, they went toss, trying to use his speed to the outside. Nice job blocking downfield for the conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not...
Runs through, man. He might have space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Makes a catch.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Pulls it on the option, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on 4th down. They'll go with Parker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. Complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Utes will hustle to the line. Defensive coordinators showing heat before the snap. They'll give it to Parker. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Between the uprights, it's good. That gets them back to within 10.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the option. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. First down here for the offense. The option look. He'll pitch it. There's a crease. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now on the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, West Virginia. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
How about this? These guys are going for 2.
Red 18, red 18. East, 47 overload. 347 overload.
Sends it back in motion. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game.
It's a good play call there. I think the defense was expecting them to try to run it in between the tackles, but instead, they go to the outside using his speed to come away with 2 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now.
Turning it on! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking. Makes the grab in their space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Makes the catch. Across the 25. He's got room. He is in. Touchdown, Utes.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run the option. Keeps it on first down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here comes the option. Quarterback keep. Might have a chance. Got enough for the first. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way.
Black 14! Black 14!
The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. How about this? A two-point conversion coming. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a two-point conversion after the long touchdown run. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Finds his tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Got a man. It's Bray. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 24 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Longhorns with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that'll cap their season off at a very respectable 9-3 record. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Rice-Eccles Stadium. This offense hits the half with some impressive scoring drives today. It's been a well-oiled machine, and if this keeps up, they could be approaching some school records today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This injury could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on it?
Coach Morgan Scally told me coming onto the field after halftime, their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Back to throw. It's Dampier. He hurls one deep down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. Finds some room. Touchdown, Utah! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Gets it to him on the screen. He's in for the two, and that is big because now it's a one-possession game. They trail by 8. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Makes it past the marker. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Goes to the option. Pulls it on the option. There's some room. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! Great job by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16.
When you only got a few yards to go, I love when you get the ball on the perimeter. Defense is all crowded inside tight, pitch it on the outside, running back does the rest. Nice play call.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on.
Shakes a man, he might take off.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. So now it's second and long. They'll move the tight end. Got a little grass. He was off to the races, and they finally get him down at the 5-yard line.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Touchdown, Utah! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He'll toss it. There he goes. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. On the option, the keeper. Turns it on in midfield. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability, he can break tackles, he can just do it all.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
They'll run the option.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. On the option. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Third and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, West Virginia. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
15-point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. A 15-point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game.
Black 14.
They'll send the back in motion. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions.
Some running backs just have a nose for the end zone. That guy did a great job there in the 2-point play, running that one in.
Number 83, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Defense might bring the house here. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this team.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, I'm here on the Mountaineers sideline. There is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The option look. Keeps it on the option. Here's a little room there. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the stomping has commenced. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
I guess they worked the math on the sideline, trying to make it a 25-point lead with the 2. Motion from the back. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. They get the 2-point conversion, but hold on just a second. Looks as if there is an injury on the play. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is.
Number 83, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
To the air, it's Dampier. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Lots of running room. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And the Utes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to bull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's 2nd and goal. Using the quick game. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Looking to throw again. The screen, he's got wheels. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Now on the option. The keeper on the option. Maybe some room here. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it.
Turning it on. Past the 50, the 40, the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
West Virginia, 63. Utah, 31.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Personal foul.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's break. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.